Hi, welcome to Sacred Enzyme. So I'm sharing some of my stories of things that have happened to me over the years, and a lot of interesting things have happened to me after I stopped consuming blood. And one of the things that happened to me was one morning I got up and I walked into my dining room, and there was a praying mantis in my dining room. And I live out in the woods, and I've been out here probably going on 6-7 years now. I've never seen a praying mantis. And I've never seen a praying mantis my whole life, truthfully, in person. And so I've seen a lot of sick bugs, but I've never seen a praying mantis. So anyway, I go and pick it up, and I take it outside, because I don't kill. Only thing I'll kill is a cockroach. And I hope to God that I never die and end up on a planet of cockroaches, because I will literally off myself to get off the planet. So I take this little praying mantis being outside, and I put it on the big lily, because I have lots of lilies growing in my yard that I've grown from seed. And it didn't want to get off my hand. It did not want to get off my hand. I had to make it get off my hand. And then it just stood there and looked at me. And I don't know if you have ever seen a praying mantis, but it looks like there are people inside, or some kind of consciousness in those bugs. That thing was just turning his head up and looking at me like this, and his eyes were going back and forth, and I'm like, what? Who are you in there? That's what I just kept saying. I'm like, who are you? I really felt like it was like there was consciousness to this bug. So needless to say, fast forward 2 nights later, I was sitting in the living room, and my kids were in their rooms doing their thing, and my husband was gone for work. And he wasn't coming home that night, so I was just kind of hanging out in the living room, bored, watching a little TV. And so I was just watching a little TV and reading a book, and I just happened to glance up from my book. For some reason, something just caught. I just felt I don't even know why I even looked up. I just paused, looked up, and I looked straight ahead, and from my living room, you can see into my kitchen. And at the time, I had there was a set of cabinets there, which I've since changed out, but there was a set of cabinets there, and we had been working on our kitchen, and so we took the top cabinet down, and so it was just the base cabinet that was still there. And so I put the microwave over there because we were painting. And so the microwave, I wish the microwave wasn't sitting there. I could have got such a better view, but the microwave was sitting right there, and it's a convection oven microwave, so it's pretty good size. It's probably about 2 feet tall. So we had the counter plus a microwave that's probably, I don't know, maybe 36 inches tall on top of that. So I'd have to really go back with a tape measure to kind of estimate how tall it was, but it was probably a little bit shorter than the refrigerator, but it was pretty tall. I look up and I see this thing there. It looked like a bug. It's the only way I can describe it. And I drew a picture of it. This is what it looked like. Its head was it wasn't like, it kind of went down almost like a heart. And I'm not a very good artist with drawing things, but you get the gist. This is the one thing I remembered the most, was that its head was shaped like this. It kind of went down like this and up and around. And I didn't see its arms or its legs or anything like that, because it was standing at the end. And I don't really know what it wanted. I remember that it wasn't green and it wasn't gray. It was kind of like green-gray. And before I could even make a decision, instantaneously my mind just automatically, telepathically said, I'm not ready. And it was gone. And I got so mad at myself. I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you say that? Because apparently they read your thoughts. They're telepathic. And since then I've said I'm sorry, but you'll see things on TV, and they talk about these things from other worlds that, are nefarious, and that these mantis bug type beings, that they are like a slave race to these extraterrestrials. So, you have a lot of misinformation. So it's kind of hard to not react, if you know what I mean. It's hard not to react. And it just came in my mind so quick that and then it was gone. And so I've said that I'm sorry, and to give me another chance. I don't want to be closed-minded to that, but, when you don't understand what these things are, and I've come a long way since then, I know that there's good and bad in everything, and just like the Irish people were made slaves, they were made slaves and they were good people. So usually the people that are enslaved are the ones probably that are the most mild-mannered, and I've told a story about how I was outside a couple of weeks ago, and I was praying, I was praying to God. I had had a dream about my brother. My brother had come to me the night before. He was talking to me, and I woke up at like 2 something in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. And when I went outside, I was looking up at the stars, and I had my phone with me, and I opened this star map guide that I have on my phone. It's an app I have on my phone, and I was looking at the stars, and I was just, talking to myself and talking to God, and I was just like, I guess I was feeling a little melancholy because, I dreamt about my brother, and I was really missing him. And sometimes I just think, why did he have to go? He was such a nice person. He was such a good person. And, why are my brothers both gone and I'm still here? Why is it that I deserve to be here and they don't? And so I was just asking, I know that I'm here because I have something that I need to do, but I need to know, what am I supposed to be doing here and where do I come from? I was just really heartfeltly praying that and asking, God, please, guardian angels, tell me, where am I from? Why am I here? Where am I from? And, I had already put the phone away, I was done with that, and, I was into my thoughts, and I just happened to glance up because there was like a twinkling in the sky, and I noticed that this star is just like blinking, and I thought, well, that's kind of weird. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, I wonder what star that is, because, I've been told in meditation that I need to get a telescope, but I haven't gotten one yet. And maybe that's because I need to be looking at the stars or something that I need to be seeing, and I just haven't done it. And so I took out my star map, and it said that star was called Lyra, Lyra. Well, come to find out that Lyra is a star system that has, it's by the Pleiades, and there's like these insectoid type bugs, there's these cat type creatures, and there are these owl beings. And so maybe my soul has been to Lyra. That's the only thing I can think. So that's another one of my stories, and I still have more. And but I know that we've been around the world a lot. We've been through the universe and back, and we're just waking up to finding out what's happened in the past, where we come from, where we're going, what we're supposed to be doing. And it can be hard. When you're here and you're wondering, and you have these thoughts in your mind, and you want clarification, and you just keep asking. But we can't give up. We're gonna work it all out. Everybody's gonna get a crumb at a time, and the puzzle pieces are gonna come together. So with that, I'm gonna end this video. I thank you for spending 8 and 9 minutes with me. And when you come and find me, I'll be here. We're living the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So thanks for watching Sacred Enzyme, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.